Guys, there's 6 months left in the year, and the question is, what are you going to make of them? Now, as for me, guys, I also have the time ticking in this year because in 2 months I go off to college, which is pretty crazy. And to break it down to you, this summer is also going really fast. I think when this video goes out, I'll be in Florida. Then I'll be back for 6 days, but then I go to my Christian camp that I go to in the summers. Then I'll be back for 6 days again, and then I'll be gone for 10 days on my road trip. And then after that, it's only less than 2 weeks until I'm to college. So not only will I be working in those few days I have free, I also will have to be getting YouTube channels and YouTube videos scheduled out on my main channel and this one. Don't worry, there will still be some videos that I make while I'm in college on this one, just maybe not for the other one. But yeah, so you got 6 months, and what are you going to do with it? Now, one thing I know a lot of people decide to do at the start of the year is make goals for themselves, like 2025 is going to be my year, 2024 is going to be my year. But are you on pace to make this really your year? For me, I don't know. I've had a lot of crazy things happen. As recording this video, I had a video the other day on my main channel, hit 100,000 views, so that's pretty cool. That's promising. My favorite YouTuber of all time also recently gave me advice, and I don't know if I'll play a little clip of that, but yeah, that was pretty cool to see happen. But I decided to go out here tonight then, because I'm always trying to do a different setting in each video, and I thought this would be a pretty cool one with the sunrise or sunset and everything like that, even though there's definitely a lot of people around. This park me and the boys went to all during the summer and or spring, and there was like no one, but it's soccer season, which definitely gets me fired up for college, and there is literally games everywhere. So I was gonna try to film on the field we usually go on that has the big lights, but sadly that's taken, so I'm fine with taking this one here. But back to not the yapping and get on topic. What are you gonna do with the 6 months you have left? Okay, you promised yourself goals at the start of the year that you would complete, and are you even close to completing them? Were they even realistic goals at the start? So this is how to make the last 6 months of your year worth it, and maybe even say you crossed off a few of those goals. Now, for me, some of my big goals were to grow in my faith. Now, as of right now, I don't know if I really have, because I wouldn't say I was quite lukewarm, but one of my goals was to post every day, every week on this channel, and I've almost kept that goal. There's a few weeks where I didn't get an upload out, but otherwise I've been pretty solid on that. But there's a problem, because my other goal was to read my Bible more, and I forget how many books I wanted to get through. I don't know if it was 12, but it was something low like that, a doable goal in my Bible, and I have not finished that goal because I've been slacking on my Bible reading. So this is something that my teacher, Mr. Gavick, made us do back in 9th and 10th grade. I'm making a SMART goal for myself. So instead of just saying, okay, with the remaining 6 months, I'm going to try to fit in those 12 books of the Bible, I'm going to say, in the next 6 months, I'll read 2 books of the Bible every month for 30 minutes a day or something like that. Something where you can actually track it to see your progress, because that's how your goals are actually going to be completed instead of them always failing. So that's more for like the biblical goals for me. There's other ones like channel growth and stuff, but I guess this is where I can play my clip from my favorite YouTuber, because he gave me advice for my YouTube channel that not many creators will tell you. My actual really good friend, Republic Studs, he's more dialed in on the analytics and the trends and all that, and I really appreciate his feedback too, because it makes me try to get my videos to like target the algorithm and stuff, which is a good thing. But Scott Kramer, he's my favorite YouTuber, he has a much different aspect of how to view your YouTube channel, and also don't have goals of getting a certain amount of subscribers by this year, or make this full time by the end of college or something like that. So I'll play his advice now. Going to NDSU in the fall, and I've been a fan of Scott for like years now, since 2019. What is there in Fargo? And also, since I have a YouTube channel with like 4,000 subscribers,
Ooh.
and I'm planning on still making videos, how to stay committed to that and still have the drive to do that. I guess this question is more for Scott, but I've been loving the podcast, guys, and keep it up.
For things to do, Bruhala. We already talked about
Bruhala,
that.
we did mention
Definitely go
that.
there.
I think the best restaurants that I like the most are Vinyl Taco and Beer and Fish. I'm trying to think, can you even tell somebody how to stay committed to something? I think it's just, if you really like doing it, you will.
Yeah.
Because I really liked doing it, but I was so, for a while I was very busy, too busy, because I was doing sports in college and I lived with other people and I couldn't find the time to sneak away and do it. So that's when I kind of paused for a while. But then as soon as I found a little bit of free time, I was right back in it because I loved doing it. So if you like to do it a lot, I think you will find the time to do it. I don't think there's any like special trick. I think you just will. Anybody that has like you're super passionate about something or a hobby that you love, you kind of just find the time to do it.
You make sure.
So I don't think you're going to struggle with that. The thing that I would say is try to keep your expectations for like what it will come of it as low as you possibly can. Like, it is good to be excited about things and like have a plan maybe, but don't think like, okay, by the time this year ends, I want to have X amount of subscribers, or like by the time I graduate, I want to be able to be doing this full time. Because some of that is completely out of your control.
Yeah.
Like I say, whatever you can control, that would be like your daily schedule, how often you're working on things. Try to keep that consistent, but don't have these expectations that are out of your control. And that would be like algorithm guiding people to your channel, numbers, money coming through. A lot of that is just like not worth stressing over. So as long as you can keep your expectations in check and you really like doing it, you're good to go, man. You'll be great. You'll be fine. You already have 4,000 subscribers. That's way more than I had at your age.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already a leg up on like
Yep.
almost every channel.
Yep. I think I hit 4,000 maybe when I was a senior in college, something like that. Because that's 2017 was when the Post Malone thing popped off.
I was a freshman.
Yeah.
At NDSU, which, I mean, I would say the general advice would be like your outcome focus would be just making a good product, not any sort of like kind of what you were saying with like wanting your intentionality to just be like, just continue making videos.
Yeah. So here's what I did too. And this is something that a lot of people aren't doing right now because the advice points in the other direction. I was like, the type of stuff I was making and the topics I was covering and what I was making videos about had nothing to do with what was popular, what people wanted at the time, that what the algorithm was pleased by. None of that mattered. It was just like I was making stuff that I thought was good, that I wanted to see, that I was interested in. And now looking back, all of those videos have since gotten a lot of views, just like in hindsight. So if you're doing stuff right now that's like only matters right now, like a very topical thing, there is an audience for that, I guess. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but if you want this to be like a long-term, slow, sustainable thing, I say just focus on what you want to do. Don't listen to other people's opinions on stuff. Don't chase what the computer is telling you to do. Because eventually all of the stuff that doesn't feel relevant now could come back later. Like I even said this in the last video I just made. I made a video about all of the Lonely Island movies. Is that a super relevant topic that everybody wants to watch? No, it's not. But it is something that a certain audience of people is going to be very interested by.
Yeah.
So maybe like today, it's not my best performing video, but 2 years from now, it could be a top 30 video for me.
Right.
It's just not
Well,
like,
even that outcome doesn't matter as long as you care about what you're talking about.
yeah. And I'm at a place where that's all I do anyway. Like I only have ever done what I care about. I've never been chasing like,
Yeah,
that's kind of what this podcast is too. I mean, we talk about very just kind of stupid niche things and people seem to really like it.
you have to really like doing it. And if you really like doing it, then you don't even need my advice because you're going to keep doing it anyway. And slowly you'll figure it out.
I looked at his
That's how it
channel too,
works.
by the way, and I saw a few comments saying like with what his niche is, which is like recreating Lego. Have you looked at his channel?
No.
He like
I'm just hearing this
recreates
for the first time.
he recreates things out of like Lego display. And a lot of people were commenting saying like he's the best that they've seen of him doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a buddy,
That's
Mike.
super niche.
Mike Crocker.
The stuff he does, like
Yeah,
I was
Mike
watching,
does
I was like,
that.
it's pretty
He's
good.
really
My buddy
good at
Mike
it.
does stop motion Lego stuff.
Yeah,
His-
it's like
Mike's
that.
stuff is really cool.
Yeah. And his stuff is, it's like, I've never seen anything.
You
like
watch it and you're like, how did you
I
even?
just can't even
Yeah, it
imagine
doesn't
and
make
the
any
time
sense.
that he puts into it. So yeah, if it's that type of niche, I say keep going for it.
It is, and people are saying he's good at it, but I'm not sure where he's going to keep these Legos when he gets to NDSU.
Yeah, I got a little-
Where are you going to store these
little dorm.
Legos?
Get
I
some
know those
totes.
dorm rooms.
Get
They're
some
not very
totes.
big.
Yeah, put your bed up on the stands, and then you
Yeah.
can put your totes under your bed.
There you go.
And so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool feedback. I've never heard another YouTuber give feedback like that, so that was definitely very helpful and encouraging to me, and I really appreciated that. But I hope this video could be encouraging for you guys. You guys got this next 6 months. It's just what you're gonna do with it. In my opinion, the best way to look at it is you gotta put God first and grind. God first and grind, baby. That's how we're gonna do it. But per usual, if you got 1 to 2 minutes left, stay for this quick prayer. So, God, I thank you for who's ever watching this on the other end. I thank you that they chose to click on this video. I pray the next 6 months of the year for them, God, will be successful in what goals and aspirations they're trying to get done. I pray that through all that, God, that you'll be with them. You'll keep them on track, and that they'll keep you first, God, while they're grinding or chasing their goals, whatever it may be. I pray that you can be with them through that. And I thank you, God, for a gorgeous night like tonight. It's pretty awesome, and I really thank you for that. And thank you for all your blessings. In your name I pray, God. Amen. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys next time. As always, remember, God bless, take care, and peace out.